Few actresses in modern cinema carry the same air of danger and desire as Eva Green. In a time when Hollywood often plays it safe, she remains an actress unafraid to take risks. She doesn't just play characters, she transforms into them, bringing an intensity that makes her performances impossible to ignore. From the very beginning of her career, she has chosen roles that blur the lines between seduction and destruction, crafting a filmography that feels both fearless and mesmerizing. Her career began with a performance that instantly marked her as an actress to watch. In 2003, she made her debut in Bernardo Bertolucci's The Dreamers, a film set against the backdrop of the 1968 Paris student riots. Green played Isabel, a young woman living in a world of passion and rebellion. The role was fearless, both physically and emotionally, as Isabel wielded her presence with reckless abandon. She wasn't just acting, she was commanding attention, making it clear that she was not going to be another forgettable face in the industry. That film alone set the stage for the kinds of characters she would continue to play. Complex, enigmatic, and never just a love interest. One of her most underrated performances came in Cracks, 2009, where she played Miss G, a teacher at an all-girls boarding school. At first, Miss G seems glamorous and free-spirited, adored by her students. But beneath that charm lurks something far more unsettling. As the story unfolds, her obsession with one particular student exposes her insecurities and fractured psyche. Green plays the role with such slow-burning tension that by the time the true depths of Miss G's character are revealed, it's impossible to look away. It's a performance that lingers, showcasing her ability to turn seemingly charismatic characters into something far more dangerous. In Perfect Sense, 2011, she took on a role that was both emotionally gripping and devastating. Playing Susan, an epidemiologist in the midst of a global pandemic that robs people of their senses one by one, Green delivered a performance that was both raw and deeply human. The film balanced love and despair, and her chemistry with Ewan McGregor created some of the most intimate and haunting moments in the story. Even in a film about losing senses, she made every emotion feel tangible, proving once again that her acting goes beyond the surface. By 2012, she stepped into a role that allowed her to unleash a different side of her talent. In Tim Burton's Dark Shadows, she played Angelique Bouchard, a vengeful witch with a centuries-old obsession. While the film itself had its flaws, Green stole every scene she was in. Her Angelique was both sultry and unhinged, a villain who didn't just simmer. With rage, she burned with it. Her rivalry with Johnny Depp's Barnabas Collins created some of the film's most memorable moments, proving that even in a gothic comedy, she could bring an edge that made her performance stand out. Then came 300, Rise of an Empire in 2014, where she played Artemisia, the ruthless commander of the Persian Navy. This was a role that demanded power, and Green delivered. She wasn't just another warrior, she was a force of nature, bringing both physical intensity and emotional depth to the character. In a film built around grand battles and larger-than-life figures, she was the one who left the biggest impression. That same year, she took on another femme fatale role in Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, where she played Ava Lord, a character crafted straight from noir fantasies. Manipulative, deadly, and impossible to resist, she embodied danger in a way that made her stand out even in a world already drenched in violent masculinity. Her range extended further with Whitebird in a Blizzard, where she played Eve Connors, a housewife unraveling under the weight of her own dissatisfaction. This was a quieter, more restrained performance, but no less haunting. She showed that she didn't need grand theatrics to be compelling. Sometimes just a glance or a subtle shift in tone could say more than words ever could. Eva Green has never been one to follow Hollywood's safer path. She chooses roles that challenge expectations, characters that exist on the edges of morality, and stories that refuse to be watered down. In an industry that often hesitates to take risks, she remains one of the last true femme fatales. The question is, Will we ever see another actress quite like her? One who carries that same vixen-like intensity, that same ability to command the screen with a single look? For now, Green stands in a league of her own, and cinema is all the better for it.